What's going on, football fans? Welcome back to another episode of Breaking the Birds. Hammering out the episodes here on Monday. Tape coming out early. We love it. I circled this game, Puka Nacua and Davante Adams against Quinyon Mitchell, and I knew that when this game was over, I was gonna go over the tape of it. I didn't know it would be this good. Trust me, you're in for a terrific tape breakdown here. Of course, always on the channel here. Davante Adams, a phenomenal receiver. Tons of respect for him. Quinyon Mitchell, I mean, you be the judge. Let's get to the tape. This is phenomenal receiver going against phenomenal cornerback. This route here, this out route from Davante Adams is absurd, okay? So first, he's coming up here. He's faking as if he's going outside. Then he's giving that little outside shimmy on the shoulder, going back inside, getting Quinyon Mitchell to speed turn. Then an extremely awesome plant of the foot here. Let's just see the first action here. Going out, cutting outside, shimming that thing. Really nice plant of the foot coming out afterwards. Terrific route. It looks so smooth. There's no wasted movement. That is an A+ route from Davante Smith. Now, you're going against a cornerback who is as athletic as they come. Okay? So, Quinyon, lined up 7 yards off. Does he go a little bit too aggressive here on the turn? Yep, I think he does. But he has every tool to make up for it. So here he thinks, all right, he's going deep. Nope. He's going inside here. He's speed turning. He's not even looking at Davante Adams at this point. But he's speed turning so fast, he gets his head flipped so fast that he notices the break coming back. And then he gets one plant, and he turns 270 back towards the outside, and he's still able to clear him or follow him as he's going out. Just enjoy this, because this is high-level wide receiver, high-level cornerback. Are you kidding me? Quick reminder that you can support the channel on Buy Me Coffee. Breaking the Birds, I'll drop a link in the description. 20 new supporters over the past few weeks here. 500 new subscribers. Thank you for all the support. Love you guys. Let's get back to it. Man to the bottom here. Press man. At least trying to. And he's lined off the line. Sticky coverage here from Quinyon Mitchell. You get some feet entanglement there at the end. He's outside shaded because he has inside help. Doesn't need it. Tracks with the ball really well here. Again, this is one of those plays. The ball has to be completely perfect from Matthew Stafford if Davante was to have a chance at getting this one. Sticky, terrific coverage, man against Davante Adams to the top right here. This really goes to show that you can be and multiple in the way that you're playing cornerback, because he wants to predeterminedly before the snap here, he wants to get a physical with Davante Adams. He wants to get his hands on him. He gives him that little outside look. That's what he wants to get his hand on, and then he inside releases after. Sometimes you'll see cornerbacks when they do that jab to begin with, and when that doesn't hit, they'll become flat-footed. They'll just get that half second lacking behind. You don't see that with Quinyon right here. He's moved on right after the attempt, and he's ready to bounce on the break right after. Covers it well here going in. Takes it away. Matthew Stafford has to scramble. Jordan Davis rushes him down. And they have to punt here. So that easy transition between, if he lands a strike, perfect. You can play off of that. If you don't, he still is moving his feet, and he can still reset and cover it nicely. No separation whatsoever for Adams to the bottom right here, going on an in route. Quinyon Mitchell stays right with him. He's lined up in press man. All right, first creeps up there at the line. Knows that he has inside help over the top, so he's outside shaded. Davante not fast enough to run away from him, so he can give him that. Really good cut inside with him. Awesome press man coverage here from Quinyon Mitchell on Davante Adams. Love this rep from him. Outside shaded to begin with. Gets good hand placement. He stays with him all throughout the route. Not an easy route to defend whatsoever. But he undercuts it perfectly. He knows where he has help deep. And he's in a good position because the threatening part of this play would be right here over the middle. And he is so perfectly placed right here as to if he's going in, he can undercut it. If he's going out, he's right in position. If he's just going deep, you have a safety help. 1st and 10. Quinyon in the slot here, traveling with Davante Adams, running an out route on this run. This is just a good timely throw from Matthew Stafford. I mean, this is one of those throws that has to be perfect and on point. And it is. So, I mean, there's not much to really go about and do against it here. Let's just say it's a good thing he didn't throw against Adoree Jackson, who was completely burned over the middle. That's another story. Quinyon, super fast. The ball is at the sideline, practically. He steps out immediately after he catches it. This cannot be covered any better, all things considered. If this was to be better covered, he needed to be in press man. We see the same thing here, practically, just reversed, other side of the field. We got cover man here once again for the Eagles. I believe it's cover 1 or cover 2. No, it's cover 2. 1. It's cover 1. Got that settled. Quinyon Mitchell to the top here. Davante Adams once again going a little bit deeper out route this time. And we see the same technique here from Quinyon, okay? So, a little bit more hesitation here. Popping his feet, staying at tippy-toe, so he's ready to break whenever. The same thing when it's on the slant, when it's on the out. He's playing it the same way right here. When he has, that short field to work with, he can play a little bit with it here, lined right up across. So no shade, a little bit outside shade actually, looks like. Yeah, a little bit outside shade. He has that inside help, so that makes sense. Really quick break of the ball right here. At the point of Adams breaking out, Quinyon is right there with him. Like we said before, it takes the perfect pass, it takes the perfect timing between quarterback and receiver for this to work when you're playing against a guy like Quinyon. And this time right here, the throw is just a little bit off. Okay, Quinyon is still there. Still there right with it as he was before. But this ball also placed all the way to the sideline. Couldn't cover it any better. All right, so here you have the second and final catch allowed by Quinyon Mitchell against Davante Adams. You can't cover this any better, okay? Cover 1 man here once again. Lined up, still, same thing. Outside shade, same depth. It worked before, tippy-toe. You're going out, you're going in, you can break on whatever you're doing. Here, Davante Adams runs into Quinyon Mitchell because that's what his route is predetermined to be. That's when Matthew Stafford is suspecting him to come back. And also he wants to try to push off on Quinyon Mitchell. Maybe that's the thing he wanted to show Quinyon that he hadn't seen before, is a wide receiver pushing off as much. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously though, you cannot play this any better than Quinyon is doing, and this is just a compliment to Davante Adams. He's a terrific wide receiver, and that he's able to hang on to this ball here through traffic. Let's see the hand placement here from Quinyon Mitchell. If we can get that, no chance we can see that. Okay, he's right there with it. Nice coverage here, man to the top here. Quinyon Mitchell, Davante Adams. He's going to go on that in-breaker. What I like about it here from Quinyon Mitchell is that he doesn't commit to anything too fast. We just saw it before where he commits too much deep to begin with. He flips his hips too much. Here he's awaiting what Adams is doing so he can bounce on it quickly. A little bit late on the swipe. Not that it's a pass interference. It's just not like he wouldn't, if the ball was in the hands of Davante, he wouldn't have been able to actually swipe it away. There comes the hands up. There he's punching. Stays with him nicely. The ball has to be completely perfectly thrown to make the catch, and that's really what it's all about. The only thing here I can critique is the punch has to be timed better. Look at the speed of Quinyon Mitchell here. Man against Davante Adams to the top. He's going on a crossing route here. Quinyon notices just a tad late. He's a little second behind, or not a second, a millisecond behind. He's outside shaded, so that didn't help him either. There. A tad behind him as they're starting their sprint. And if he's throwing this ball to Davante Adams, he's undercutting it. I can guarantee you that. Picks him up right towards the middle of the field. All right, here to the top, we have Quinyon Mitchell against Davante Adams. To the bottom, we're playing zone coverage, but since we only have one receiver to the top right here, we're going to lock coverage here. So we're playing man to that side. Everybody else can focus on the bottom of the screen where we have 3 receivers. A really good job here from Quinyon Mitchell of utilizing the sideline to his advantage. A couple of things that we're noticing here is that when he's gaining depth, he is playing man here. So the only place where he can really hurt him is down the field, okay? Because inside he has some guys here underneath. He has a deep safety help as well if he decides to go in break here. So he always wants to stay a little bit further ahead of him to where he can speed turn if he's going inside. As soon as Davante Adams declares to the deep, so about 10 yards and then after, we'll see that Quinyon goes from gaining depth to gaining lateral position as well, getting his hands on and working towards the sideline to use that to his own advantage. All right, so this time cover one man. Drew Makuba will be the deep safety, and we have the matchup down here at the bottom. Could have mentioned against Davante Adams running a post route here, and this time a little bit out of balance. So he gets depth relevant, but he gets turned too fast. Okay, so before what we saw was that he initially got a little bit more inside shaded before he turned. Okay, so before he was inside shaded off the line to begin with, he drifted back and then he committed outside. Here he's lined up almost head on from Adams. So when he's getting depth right here, it's important that he either gets inside depth or that he is getting depth here slower, okay? He doesn't want to get all his body twisted here because then it's easier for Adams to go inside here and then he has to either speed turn or he loses him. That's weird. He gets a little bit overcommitted, rotated in the hips to where he's able to recover from it. I don't know if he needs to make the PI here. I mean, because if he didn't know where Makuba was, he knows that he has deep safety help. He has a guy over the middle because he doesn't have any. So he does have help in there over the middle. But looking at it in hindsight, Makuba is nowhere near where he needs to be, or he's nowhere near this play right here. He's the far side safety, so chances of making it there, I don't know. I think it's a penalty worth taking when you have a play with lacking in technique right here, because the end result could be catastrophic. All right, finally, just to get the last play in here that I think is relevant of this one here, not against Davante Adams. I know, I'm sorry, it's against Tutu Atwell. I just think it really goes to show the athleticism of Quinyon Mitchell. Tutu Atwell, quick guy. Quinyon Mitchell lined up off. Really nice job here of getting. I mean, he has his hips turned to where he can run with him down the field, and then he goes on the corner out here. As soon as he starts breaking back, Quinyon does that as well, and he speed turns. Do you try to run full speed, plant, and then go back 180? It looks so flawless the way he's running full speed and then just break in like that. So this game, Quinyon Mitchell, 5 targets, Davante Adams, 1 PI, 2 catches allowed for what? 12 yards, something like that. 12, 14, doesn't matter. Terrific wide receiver, terrific cornerback. This was so fun to go over. I mean, this was. I don't know about you, but I love this kind of tape here. a wide receiver of that caliber, or a cornerback of that caliber, you see the athleticism, you see the route running finesse, you see techniques and plant and go. And then a quarterback like Matthew Stafford, you just know it's going to be top tier throws coming his way. So I think everything taken into consideration, a plus game from Quinyon Mitchell once again.